Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
As the name says, enable feature. This is the page where you will be enabling or disabling any feature in your NetSuite account. Let's consider your example. You're working on AR, right? If you need multiple currencies, like invoicing in different currencies from your base currency, there is a feature called multiple currencies. You need to first enable that feature in your NetSuite account. That would give you the ability to, create invoices in different currencies against your customers. Just to give you an example, like this is the page where you enable or disable the features. Now, you will not come on this page until you have understood the client's requirement. Because there are certain features that, once enabled, cannot be disabled. You have to be really cautious about that. You understand the client's requirement. Like this is what we also do as a consultant. We do a complete as a session with them where we understand what they are doing, how they are doing. And once we identify what the requirements are, and then we, jump into the NetSuite account and do their configurations and enable features. Again, a thing to note here as a consultant that never jump on enabled features right away. Because once you enable it, a certain feature might not be disabled. And then you have to contact the NetSuite support team or whatever. It might be a little bit cumbersome activity then. To avoid that, always get the information from the client first. Always get the requirements and then enable any feature. Now let's jump into NetSuite and see where we have the enabled features. Again, the beauty of NetSuite is that everything related to the setups and config is in our setup tab over here. In the setup tab, you again go in company and here you have your enabled features. Right below a company information, you have enabled features. You click on that. And it's going to take you to the enable feature page. Here you will notice that there are multiple tabs. Each tab is reflecting its own module. Alright. Company means all the company-wide or NetSuite overall account-wise features that will get enabled. Accounting means only specific to accounting. Tax is related to the taxation transaction. Anything other than accounting transactions like order management, procurement would come under transactions. Items and inventory. As the name suggests, this is going to be all related to the items and inventory part. Employee. To track any employee-related stuff, you have employee-related enabled features. CRM for the CRM module of NetSuite. These are the CRM features. Analytics. For your dashboard and analytics features. Web presence. NetSuite again. Let me just give you a quick background here. NetSuite is not just an ERP system. NetSuite is an ecosystem. And why I'm saying this is that NetSuite also offers you to create your website on the NetSuite platform, which is called SuiteCommerce. Have you heard about that? Alright. Again, SuiteCommerce is the web portal of NetSuite. Let's say there is an organization who needs to have its own website and e-com store. What they can do is they can also create that website on NetSuite platform. NetSuite also does offer that feature. And that's what is reflected in the web presence. Again, this is something that you should know, that NetSuite, apart from the ERP, also has a web presence. And the clients can create their own website on that portal. Web presence is reflecting the website. And SuiteCloud. And this is again, just for your journal information, there is usually a separate team for Suite Commerce and Suite Commerce implementations. But as a consultant, functional consultant, you should be aware that there is a thing called Suite Commerce, where the clients can create their own e-commerce stores and websites if they wish to. And SuiteCloud. SuiteCloud is typically, all the customizations in NetSuite. In NetSuite, you can do multiple types of customizations. You can create custom records. You can do advanced PDF templates. I'm sure you are already aware of that. That PDF form that you generate for a sales order and invoice is basically an advanced PDF template. You enable this from here and you are able to, generate those in your NetSuite account. And if you need any scripting again, as I mentioned, the word customization. Scripting is also something that you can do client script, server script to do something that is not out of the box. Let's say your client is asking for some scenario which is not available with the native feature of NetSuite. What you can do is you can engage your development team or your customization team. And they could write a JavaScript code and deploy that script on the NetSuite account and do that automation for that particular situation. It's all part of the customization. And for that, you need to make sure that the suite scripts are enabled on your NetSuite account. Just want to give you a high-level perspective that when you go into this field of consultancy, you might face some situations where scenarios are not achieved with the native features of NetSuite. Let's take an example. Like there is this organization who needs to, create a code and then convert that code into a sales order, right? Now what happens is that once they create a sales order, they want to make sure that that code is automatically closed or that there are certain things that automatically happens on that code document without any manual intervention or manual data entry. Now this is, something that is not out of the box. For that, what you could do is you could write a client script, a server script. And if you know all the technical skills, like if you could do Java coding, you could do this scripting and that would automatically achieve that requirement of the client. I mean, just to give you a concept about the scripting and customizations. This is basically the page where you would be enabling the scripting first. That would give your team the ability to write codes and deploy it on a NetSuite account. Alright. And again, as I mentioned, on this page you click on Help. And it is going to show you each and everything about this by tab. We were on the Journal Company Features, Accounting, Tax, Transactions items. At any point in time, if you want to know what each feature would do, click on it. Let's say Items and Inventory. And here you will see if I go back on the Items and Inventory. Here we have items and within items we have multiple, options, drop shipment, matrix, multiple vendors. And if I again go back on my Help Center, you will notice all the description related to each feature that you saw on that page. Reading. This is really compulsory if you want to, do your certification, especially Suite Foundation. Because each and every feature you have to click on the Help. Either you click on the help to read the description or you go on the help center and read the description. Because from certification completion perspective, this is really a mandatory thing that you should do. And I literally had to, read each and everything on this. Enable features page to understand myself, like what it would do. And then, it was also very compulsory for my certification clearance as well. Just invest a lot of time on this, like, go in the company. And here, let me also talk about a few features that are very important, like classifications. Are you aware of the concept of classification in NetSuite? Since you're using NetSuite, classifications. As I could able to see on the screen, is it departments, locations, classes? Those are comes under classifications. That's right. But are you using classifications with your current, exposure to NetSuite? Yes, we are using them. We have different departments, different locations and classes. Alright. You know the idea why you are doing that. Like why you are assigning a department, class and location on a transaction or classifying the transactions. It's to segregate the revenues. We are using these departments' locations as classes of upright. Perfect. That's the bullseye definition of it. NetSuite also offers some certain classifications that would allow you to track your revenue and expenses by department, class and locations. Again, very, very important concept. Whenever you are recording a transaction, you have to select your GL code right. Chart of account either as an item or as a GL code. Now, if you are not using classification, everything would be parked under that GL code. And when you run your financial statements, you would just simply see your GL account wise balances. Now, if you want to slice and dice this data, if you want to see this financial reporting from a different perspective by single clicks, it's very important that when you are doing the transaction entry, you classify that information with relevant, department, location and class. And this would give you the ability to see your revenue and PL by departments, by classes, by locations. And with classes, you can use it for any sort of reporting. Like you can use this for your sales channel wise profitability report. You can use classes for your product category wise reporting. Anything that the client wants to see. It's very important that you are aware of the concept of classification because as a functional consultant, when you go on a client, you need to explain them why they need to track, department, class and location. You need to make them realize the importance of using these classifications because this is going to help them a lot in their, reportings and financial profitability. And also there are certain clients that do not use these classifications in their legacy system. It's a really new concept for them. If you're aware of this or all the advantages of using classifications, you can also tell them like, let's say, you don't need to create multiple GL codes. You just create one sales GL code and tie it to your department and class. And later see all the reports by class and activities and by departments by locations. It makes your chart of account very clean and tidy, right? It's a very, very important concept. And you will see all the reports in NetSuite run by department, class and location. If you want to see your sales, you can see that. If you want to see your expenses, you can see that. If you want to see your balance sheet in NetSuite by classes, location and department, you can see that. And you can also do your comparative analysis and everything by classes. Very important concept within NetSuite. Now, if you do not want to use classifications in NetSuite, What you would do is you would come up on this page, Enable Features, and you would simply disable this. Let's say your client does not track expenses by department and they don't want to enter anything in the department field. You would just disable this from here. This is the whole concept of Enable Features. On this page, you would come up and just disable it. We don't want departments anymore. And once you save it, departments is gone. Alright. And again, I would highly recommend just read all these features in detail because there is a lot of things that you will see here. Now one more thing. Again, since you really want to go on the functional consultancy side, I would also like to tell you that enable features would, differentiate based on account. If you are on a certain account, on a certain client account, some features might not be on a different, on another client's account. It all depends upon the NetSuite account that your client has purchased. Manufacturing organizations would have, all these client work orders. And in the items, you would see assembly orders and bill of materials and all that stuff. But if your client is not a manufacturing company, they might not have all these details over here. Just to give you a heads up, that enable features would vary based on account to account. You don't need to get worried about that. Alright. And I was also telling you that there are certain things that once enabled cannot be disabled. And a very classic example of this is inventory and multi-location inventory. Once you enable this gets created out. You cannot disable it. You have to be very cautious before enabling them. You can see that there is a note. After you have distributed item, you cannot turn this feature off without contacting the NetSuite customer support. You have to contact the NetSuite customer support to, re-enable it or disable it. Oh, if it is not our hands, like we need to contact your NetSuite support to get this out. Absolutely, you have to do this for this feature. But for others, you can definitely do that. But for certain ones, you have to contact them. Like in accounting, let me see. This accounting period is disabled because I've already used accounting periods. I cannot now, disable it because it's going to create a mess in my reporting. There are certain features which it created out because you have already created transactions as well. You have to delete all those transactions and then you would be able to, uncheck this. It becomes really, really cumbersome, especially when you're doing it on production. Be very cautious when you're dealing with all these, enabled features. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.